Obito shows Nagato the true meaning of pain in my review of Naruto Shippuden, episode 348. For me, this episode was 50% good and 50% suck. All the stuff that I enjoyed was most of the action scenes that they threw in the middle of the episode, which were Zetsu and Obito teaming up against the old members of the Akatsuki organization. All of the stuff that sucked for me was all of the old flashbacks that we have already seen, with Nagato summoning the Gedomazo statue and killing everybody. They pretty much took the exact episode and inserted it into the last half of the episode. There were some things they expanded upon, like, oh, Zetsu and Obito were watching the whole time. But there was other stuff in this episode that just made me laugh out loud a little bit. Like this one messenger that was supposedly sent by Hanzo to the Akatsuki organization so that they could meet each other and become, like, buddies and everything. So this guy looks like Jonzo, right? His name is Konzo, and he works for Hanzo. Is there any creativity there, guys? Come on, he even looks just like Donzo. The action scene in the middle of the episode, however, is really cool when the old Akatsuki organization is trying to find Nagato and Yahiko, and instead they run into Zetsu and Obito, who proceed to beat the living crap out of them in a very nice, well-animated action scene. Zetsu is really cool here. He summons a lot of the Zetsu clones from the ground, and it's cool to actually see him fight in, like, his proper flytrap form. And Obito just wails on everybody. He takes out that one guy, Ryusuke, with just one sword stab. However, Ryusuke tries to take him out with this technique combined with the other big dude's water prison technique, where he tries to encase him in this giant ball of concrete. But this is going to take him out as well. But Obito just teleports away, and I'm guessing Ryusuke just crumbled to death. As you can kind of see, things didn't really work out for these guys at all. And then Obito finishes all of them by literally flying into the sky and stabbing them all with his crazy Mokutan abilities. It's definitely the highlight of the episode and the reason to check this one out. And really, it's the only thing I really liked about this episode. There's also some nice illusions, like when Yahiko runs into Nagato and ends up getting killed. It's very similar to the Kakashi Rin scene, and you can see that Obito is definitely noticing this. I thought that was a nice touch. And also the very end scene where you get to see Yahiko walking in for the first time as his weird pain form, and how Nagato remarks that he will always be the leader of Akatsuki, even in death. So it's a very nice, creepy, tense scenes, and I liked all the new stuff that they added. But all the stuff that we've seen before, they didn't need to add any of that. That really didn't add much to this episode. But still, there was enough new scenes in this episode that still made it seem a little bit fresh. However, all those flashbacks are going to bring it down a little bit for me, so I'm going to give this episode a 7 out of 10. Still a pretty solid episode that you should follow if you are following the series. It'll give you a little more appreciation for these characters, and getting to see all the scenes with Obito interacting with Nagato, in particular that scene where he just walks right through him, I thought was really creepy and very ominous, so I thought they handled that well. Just, they really could have trimmed the fat on all of those flashbacks, though. But that's the way it is. Let's go ahead and get ready for this brand new Kakashi Anbu arc that is getting ready to start. We're going to take a little break and then we'll eventually get back to the war, but I'm really excited about this brand new filler because it features my very favorite character from the series, Kakashi, and hopefully it'll expand a little bit on his backstory because frankly, we've never really get to see him do a lot as an Anbu. It's always been sort of like hinted at, and we've seen it as like special costumes in the video games and as small scenes in some of the movies. So if you guys had a chance to check out this week's episode, you can tell me what you thought about it. Did you like that brand new action scene that they added in the middle of the episode? And are you looking forward to the Kakashi Anbu arc? You can let me know your comments below. Remember guys, before you leave, hit that like button, give this video a thumbs up. Definitely one of the easiest and best ways to help out our videos. And remember guys, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. So, I'll see you next time. Super Kami Guru 9000, out.